A very good evening. Welcome to UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, joined by Mugalu Mohammed on sign language. Today we start off with President Yoweri Museveni, who this weekend convened a meeting with leaders from the Bunyoro sub-region, urging them to promote the ideals of development, unity and prosperity. The meeting took place at the Masindi 5-star Hotel on Friday, September 20th, 2024, and was attended by ministers, members of parliament, as well as religious, cultural and opinion leaders. Details follow.
This weekend, President Yoweri Museveni visited Masindi and met with leaders from Bunyoro sub-region. The gathering included religious leaders, politicians and cultural figures. Those in attendance included Finance Minister Matia Kasaija and Minister of Youth and Children Affairs Dr. Barambarugahara Atenyi, both of whom contributed to the discussions.
So mulingo honorable Matia Kasaija akikalan tukweta tumusaba sente zaitu z'amasinda azigale n'otu sobole kugala irwaro era limu kiri kuzoka kulonje president
esente ezo bakazituha twabanza kutunga kutweka bilioni emo baitu tuliyo netupulaninga na minister obibyomwezi muhumule mulebe kutina tuliyo tumanyire kurungi erwalelele tukwija kulisemeza kandi tunokuluzigahya tuligazihiye.
During the meeting, Bunyoro leaders reminded the president of several pending pledges from his office that are yet to be fulfilled.
Construction of Rensororo Bridge linking Masindi to Chiwaga and Chankwanzi districts, that was during 2016 presidential campaigns at Kingura Primary School. It's not yet fulfilled, Your Excellency. The 20 million shillings to Masindi Youth Border Association.
They sought for his attention on pressing issues such as infrastructure, education and tourism.
Requests from each district, Kiryandongo district, upgrading of Chigumba Area Center 3 to Area Center 4 to serve Uganda Cooperative College, Uganda Petroleum Institute and the entire Kibanda South, which automatically decongests the main hospital of Kiryandongo, which handles a number of patients arising from the highway accidents. Bulisa district, Bulisa's priority is a vocational institute for skilling the youth for job creation. Your Excellency, as you are aware, Bulisa depends on the fishing. Now the fish have been depleted and our youth, especially those out of school who did not manage to go for further studies, are stuck. They don't have any nearby vocational trainings.
President Museveni expressed gratitude to the sub-region for its long-standing support of the NRM government. However, he noted that despite ongoing government investments in the region through various areas, there remains a lack of commitment to development within the communities, attributing this to poor mindsets and political maneuvering. He urged the religious and cultural leaders to also promote the message of development. Museveni emphasized the importance of educating the populace about household income, stating that with the availability of resources such as oil roads, schools, health centers and electricity, there should be no excuses for stagnation. The president's key points were further articulated in a public speech he delivered at Boma Grounds in Masindi during this year's Bunyoro Sub-Region Youth Empowerment Rally.
Ekigambo ekindi no obuheereza services ebyamagara ebyobwobezi ebyokusoma ebyemyoyo ebyedini ebyo byona biri omu buhereza.
The president was invited to Masindi by Minister Dr. Paramborogahara. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert Onyango. Nabagereka Development Foundation, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Program, has launched the nationwide Obuntubulamu program aimed at promoting values and ethics essential for sustainable development in Uganda. The Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, represented Vice President Jessica Lupo and also emphasized the importance of integrating Obuntubulamu into all institutions, ministries, departments and agencies to foster peace and inclusive societies. Details follow.
The launch of the Obuntubulamu program is set to be a significant event in Uganda's development landscape, uniting key stakeholders to promote values and ethics for sustainable progress.
The experiences lived call for us to rebuild and strengthen our human values. The revival of Obuntubulamu is one of the pathways to fostering a culture that promotes ethics, integrity, peace, and sustainable development.
The Nabagereka of Uganda, Her Royal Highness Sylvia Najenda, explained that the initiative should serve as a cornerstone in addressing current societal challenges, including instability, corruption, and violence.
It will be easier to address serious challenges in society today, such as corruption, violence, climate change, and environmental degradation, and thereby nurture accountability, responsible citizenship, and inclusive development.
Minister Betty Amongi, representing Vice President Major Jessica Alupo, underscored the necessity of embedding Obuntubulamu within all governmental and institutional frameworks to create a unified approach to peace building and social cohesion.
Government is committed to ensuring that this program is integrated in all our learning and in all institutional structure and practices, and I commit as the Vice President to have an interministerial engagement to ensure that they are integrated in the institutions and MDS of government.
She urged Ugandans to embrace traditional values aligned with the principles of Obuntubulamu while discarding those that impede progress.
We should not adopt modernity for its own sake. Rather, we do so because we feel these values will make our lives better. In the same way, we should not abandon our traditional values simply because we live in a modern, different age. We should only drop what is harmful and no longer helpful. We should uphold what is valuable.
The Obuntubulamu program aims to cultivate a culture of empathy, cooperation, and social responsibility. This aligns with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which stress the importance of promoting peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development.
Obuntubulamu to the work of UNDP, particularly the Sustainable Development Goals, and in particular SDG 16, which is about peace, justice, and strong institutions, seeks to promote peaceful and inclusive societies, ensure access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable institutions at all levels, is interlinked.
The Obuntubulamu initiative is a collaborative effort involving the Nabagereka Development Foundation, 9 cultural institutions, and the United Nations Development Program. The foundation has outlined key strategies to ensure the program's success.
Promote and increase awareness of Obuntubulamu as a tool for development. Engage and educate targeted groups on the values of Obuntubulamu. Advocate for the adoption of Obuntubulamu in all sectors and at all levels of society. And strengthen the institutional capacity of cultural institutions to deliver the program.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
And in more stories, State Minister for Works Musa Echweru has praised the ongoing construction of the Moroto-Lochitanyala Road, which connects Karamoja to Kenya, as well as the Nakapiripirit-Muyebe Road, linking to the Bugisu and Sebei sub-regions. Musa Echweru led a parliamentary committee on physical infrastructure to assess the progress of these two important projects. We have a detailed report on this story.
The upgrade of the Moroto-Lochitanyala Road to Bitumen Grade 2 began in 2021 with China Railway 3 Group Company Limited as the contractor. The project, costing 236 million shillings, is fully funded by the government of Uganda and it
spans from Moroto town up to a town in Kenya which is called Lochitanyala.
We have finished this road in May. The biggest challenge also we had was the issue of financing.
The Minister of State for Works and Transport, Musa Echweru, and the Parliamentary Committee on Physical Infrastructure observed during their visit to the area explained that the project is currently 83% complete, with plans for it to be handed over to the government by December 2nd of this year.
Designed to comprise of DBST, that is surface dressing, and a base of 225 millimeters, comprised of CRR, a sub base of G45, comprised of mechanically modified gravel and CRR, and it's meant to be 225 millimeters as well as a 200 millimeter subgrade of G15. The road is designed to last 15 years from its commissioning time.
I think on behalf of government, I am very happy with what I've seen. I'm very, very happy with what I've seen. One, leaving Moroto and driving all the way this side through what was once a remote forsaken place is an assurance that the whole of Uganda is going to be one now. The whole of Uganda is going to be one now. The reality is that insecurity in Karamoja is going to be permanent history now.
The Deputy Resident Engineer from the Uganda National Roads Authority, Engineer James Benjamin Enyuko, explained the compensation process for individuals affected by the project.
The number of PAPs on the rural section was 1,290, of which 272 are now outstanding in terms of payment. In the urban section, that is Moroto town section, had 303 PAPs. Number have been paid, and currently only 92 are outstanding. The valuation values and the pending payments upon harmonization.
Local leaders are optimistic that the completed road will enhance security and stimulate business between Karamoja and neighboring Kenya.
Left out were the people who have been oppressed, marginalized. But today, we feel we have been recognized. And we give all this thanks to the government of Uganda and our President Indeed, the path is now open to the world.
Both Kenya and Uganda, Moroto and Lodwar, in terms of business. And also the advantage of this road is going to create peace between Kenya and Uganda, between the Pokot and the Karamoja. So it's going to create a sustainable peace which can help us to achieve our goals.
Ana tumeona sisi ambaye ni wasomi tumeelewa ya kwamba hii ndio barabara ambayo itatusaidia kama kuna vitu ambaye inaweza safirisha huko Kampala ama Uganda, tunaweza kuwa itakuwa ni safari ya haraka sana.
The team inspected the construction of the 92-kilometer Nakapiripirit-Muyebe Road, which connects Karamoja to the Sebei and Bugisu regions.
To Nakapiripirit, where we started. It will be completed by May.
Yes. Because those funds, the portion which is supposed to be approved by the bank has already done so. Now for the town roads are under government of Uganda. And we've been communicating with the Ministry of Finance to avail those funds.
This project is expected to be completed by May next year. The Vice Chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Physical Infrastructure, Tony Awany, pledged to advocate for additional funding from Parliament.
We need to assure you, as the Committee of Physical Infrastructure of Parliament, we shall do everything within our means to support the undertaking of the Honourable Minister Echwero in whatever they do.
Charity Marion Imnat and Moriniga for UBC.
The Vice Chairperson, Uganda Non-Communicable Diseases Alliance, and the physician at Mengo Hospital, Dr. Lumu William, has urged the public to be mindful of their diets. He advised those on medication to consider discontinuing their use in order to help prevent non-communicable diseases. His comments were made during the closing session of a 3-day media training designed to equip journalists with effective reporting strategies at Forest Cottage in Nakuru. Details follow.
1,000 people in Uganda were diagnosed with diabetes in 2014, but the number has now alleged surged to over 1.6 million. This has raised concerns among public health officials. The Vice Chairperson of the Uganda Non-Communicable Diseases Alliance and a physician at Mengo Hospital, Dr. William Lumu, emphasized the urgent need for the government to implement more regulations to combat the rise of NCDs, including diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and sickle cell disease. He warned Ugandans to prioritize their health, attributing the increase in non-communicable diseases primarily to poor nutrition, and urged the public to avoid drugs and alcohol to prevent various health issues.
If you take a lot of salt, your kidneys are going to absorb lots, and they're going to absorb and retain water within your blood vessels. And once this occurs, the blood volume is going to increase. When the blood volume increases, your heart is going to use a bigger pressure to pump blood. And once that one happens, your pressure goes up. So that's the
Dr. Lumu called on mothers to reduce portion sizes for their children, as rising obesity rates among youth are contributing to diabetes and high blood pressure. He also addressed the factors leading to increase of NCDs in children and highlighted the dangers of excessive salt intake.
Overfeeding our children on refined sugars. We don't pack right things for them. The juices in the supermarkets, the sausages. We are also having restaurants which are similar to McDonald's, what they sell. The biscuits of this world. You go and open people's fridges, what do you find? You find fridges are full of frankfurters, they're full of sausages, they're full of juices and the things that make people put on what? Put on weight. So those are some of the reasons why you are seeing an increment in the numbers of children with diabetes.
A senior medic, Dr. Christopher Kwizera, echoed these sentiments, urging Ugandans to be vigilant about their diets to better manage the risks associated with non-communicable diseases.
We won't allow each and everybody to start setting up a factory to manufacture food and sell them to people. They should regulate the foods that are on market for the good of our country. We need regulation on excess consumption of alcohol. We already have laws and regulations on smoking. That one we are done, but we need enforcement.
Stephen Kayumba, Benon Mukwaya, UBC News.
Security operatives in Teso have decided to launch a joint operation to tackle the insecurity caused by youth in the two sub-regions. This decision follows observations that the rise in insecurity, particularly in Teso, is linked to young people smoking opium, which has led to restrictions on the free movement in the villages.
In response to the recent emergence of organized youth gang groups in the Teso sub-region, locally known as Owokiwoki and Okok, security officials have convened a closed-door meeting to plan joint operations aimed at apprehending and penalizing the offenders.
We decided to come up with an action plan and to make sure that that insecurity caused by our own children is stopped. And what really influences them is the opium. So we've resolved to one, to conduct operations designed to arrest all these criminals, and including their parents who have allowed them to do what they want to do against other people. And secondly, that all these complexes, video halls, if a youth who is school going is found in that place, they will be arrested. But also the owner of that place, entertainment place, will be arrested and face the law. The other people, those ones who are growing opium and selling them, will be apprehended. And intelligence has already profiled all of them. We know them, and we're just going for them. I think another thing we looked at is about young people going into the parties, which they are not even invited, and go there to disturb people, cause chaos, and beat up people. Should your child be found in a party where you are not in as a parent, then the child will be arrested, and you will also be arrested. And why you allowed your child to go into where he or she is not supposed to be. Most important of all is that we shall make sure that all school-going children are in school. The police has to be supported by UPDF because they have some challenge on manpower, but UPDF is going to support them to make sure that this place is cleaned up and people do the right thing. And we shall be reviewing it after 1 month.
According to Lieutenant General Peter Elwelu, security forces are currently mobilizing resources and personnel to effectively carry out these operations.
The operation is with immediate effect, but we shall be having a special operation, which may be launched in October, a special one. Right now we're mobilizing resources, including manpower, to go to all areas as intelligence. What intelligence is doing now is to get all those areas, black spots where these people are doing, all those bars and the entertainment places where they are, where they collect themselves. So that is their work. So that when we launch this operation, we know where to go and whom to arrest.
The meeting brought together resident district commissioners, UPDF commanders, the regional intelligence security officer, police officials, and various political leaders from Teso and Karamoja. Charity Marion Imnat and Emity Laksalomu for UBC News.
Now, patch fishers, traders and suppliers represented by the Importer Conservation and Stakeholders Association have issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Ministry of Fisheries. They are seeking clarification regarding a recent directive from the Fisheries Protection Unit Commander that lifted the ban on the hurry-up fishing method for silverfish. This method has previously been prohibited due to its harmful effects on lake ecosystems. Take a look.
And then silverfishers go.
A recent directive from the Fisheries Protection Unit lifting the ban on the hurry-up fishing method for silverfish has rubbed fishermen the wrong way. The decision reportedly sparked mixed reactions with various stakeholders, including legislators in Nile perch fisheries that have expressed their opposition, urging that the hurry-up method depletes the lake's resources and could jeopardize the country's Nile perch exports.
They get our nets in the waters. For them, they just cut off the nets. After cutting the nets, there's no our Nile perch will be attracted with our nets. So we end up making all the losses. At the end of the day, we have to pay taxes.
Abagezaako okutukoonaganya mu mulimu gwaffe ekisobola okutuyamba ffenna kwe kutuula awaki awamu. Omuntu yenna ali mu kkubo ly'okusaanyaawo empuuta abeera mulabe waffe.
The Importer Conservation and Stakeholders Association, led by Chairperson James Kalemera, is particularly worried about potential financial losses if the method is reinstated.
Ne gavumenti yaffe ebyobululu tubijje mu nnyanja omuntu okukuwa ennaku ebbiri kale tetukiganye zikoma ddi zitandika ddi.
And our stand is that we are not stopping anybody to fish what? Mukene. But we are saying the method and the gear, the method which is a hurry up, active care pulling, we are opposing it.
They have threatened to take legal action if the ministry does not address their concerns within the 7-day time frame.
If Madam Massa doesn't come out to stop these people with RA, area method, we are also going to sue her to the court to tell us why is she working like this, because what she's telling people to do is illegal with the government of Uganda.
Because we need to be heard. Eh? So because we want to be heard, we want to know why they are refusing our views or our opinions and so forth.
Tufune bannamateeka baffe tubawa amaloboozi ga Mase ge yakozesezza ng'ata ab'envuba yahali yapo mu nnyanja kuba ogwo si mulimu gwe. Okozesa obubi woofiisi owowaabirwa ate era tumuwaabire ng'omuntu aveeyo annyonnyole.
Bagambye bagenda kuntwala mu kkooti ku lw'ennaku 2 nti mpozzi ennaku 2 ezo nziyimirize sijja ziyimiriza. Ensonga eno President agimanyi.
The State Minister for Fisheries, Helena Doa, reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to upholding the ban on the hurry-up method and assured that they will collaborate with the Fisheries Protection Unit commander to reach a final resolution by next week.
Now, if a FPU commander gave instructions to use the same hurry-up method, then we are going to harmonize it. We're going to harmonize it. By Tuesday, we would have come up with the right position, and we shall communicate to the country.
Charity Marian Imnat and Sula Kagugube, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Imlat and Sula Kagugube, for that story on the Ministry of Fisheries. Over 300 medical personnel from the Association of Surgeons of Uganda have arrived in the Western region to provide free medical services to 13 districts, including Mbara, Chiruhure, Sinjiro, and Tungamo. This initiative is supported by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Ankwale Parliamentary Caucus. During a welcome ceremony in Mbara City, Basil Wataringaya, chairperson of the Ankwale Parliamentary Caucus and Member of Parliament for Kashari North, expressed gratitude to the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, and the Ministry of Health for their support to medical camps which will last for 1 week. He encouraged Ugandans to take advantage of these free services. Take a look.
The Association of Medical Surgeons have come to give attendance to patients who have been longing for surgery but could not afford it and could not afford to travel to those specialized hospitals. So as the professor said, if Muhammad cannot go to the mountain, then let the mountain come to Muhammad. So today, the mountain has come to Muhammad. The doctors have come to the patients to ease on their transport and the other costs. So anything that requires surgery will be assessed and the surgery carried out. If not carried out, they will be ably referred. Their time of 7 days, free of charge to our people. These people charge in millions when you get them in their clinics, but they are going to charge us zero.
Number one, we are here for service delivery. As they have already mentioned to you, our team comprises of surgeons of various specialties, some of which maybe are just coming on the ground or others are not on the ground. So as Association of Surgeons of Uganda, we agreed that every year we should have this ritual of a camp. Every health facility that we visit and we work in doesn't remain the same. In which way? Number one, before even we do the camp, we visit these facilities, we assess their capabilities and where they are deficient.
If at all there is any complications, definitely it will be referred to the respective facilities. We have Mbara Regional Referral and also KIU Teaching Hospital. Those will coordinate the very specialized, the kind of surgeries which will be done, which we expect to be done at Mbara Regional Referral include neurosurgery, that is the brain and the spine. We shall have also the orthopedics. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, so I will definitely handle the bones. We expect to have ENT, ear, nose and throat. We shall have those of the eyes, ophthalmology. We shall have the pediatrics working on the very young children. Will be handled here, to mention but a few.
In a bid to strengthen the Pentecostal churches in Uganda, Christians are urged to encourage the youth to engage in various levels of church service. During a recent ordination ceremony at Nsanji Christian Fellowship in Wakiso, over 75 pastors were ordained. The event was attended by more than 100 pastors from the fellowship. Take a look as Kasibante reports.
These newly ordained pastors were trained at California River of Life University in Uganda, which is affiliated with its headquarters in the USA. The ceremony began with a prayer service and was officiated by Jean Kim, the Chancellor of the university. Chancellor Kim encouraged the newly ordained pastors to always put God first and continue preaching his word. He emphasized the importance of celebrating both small and significant achievements and dedicating them to God.
People will respect you because your pastor is authority. Now, for example, Joseph Kyomugisha, hey Joseph, but later on, after today, people, oh, Pastor Joseph Kyomugisha.
Kim also highlighted the need for exemplary leadership, noting that the Pentecostal Church is focused on training its leaders to maintain order within the community.
Because of these people, will treat you, because of this, the people will treat you differently. They will respect for you. And also, your title as a pastor.
Additionally, he urged women in the Pentecostal Church to pursue their calling with the same dedication as men.
Of course, in the Old Testament does not support a woman minister or woman priest. And also, the Old Testament is so harsh to women spiritual leaders.
The proprietor of Nsanji Christian Fellowship and Dean of California River of Life University, Dr. Stephen Kayongo, advised parents to motivate the youth to consider pastoral roles for the future of the Pentecostal Church.
The knowledge of the Bible and then minimize the errors today. I want to encourage all the parents outside there to encourage their children to serve the Lord. Most of these pastors who have been ordained today are young guys, you can see the young men and young women. They love the Lord because some parents have been raising them in that line.
The newly ordained pastors pledged to serve diligently.
I thank the university clergy who have taught us and ordained us to go and serve God. I am very happy because this time really I'm ordained and I'm going to serve God.
Really, I'm feeling ready to serve God. I'm very happy because this one know that I've now reached, it has never been in my life.
Today is a special day that we have come and been anointed, we have been consecrated and ordained so that we may serve the Lord with all our might. We know we have been anointed, the Spirit of God is with us.
Benon Mukwaya, Salongo Kasibante, UBC News.
Congratulations to the newly ordained pastors. Now, the Minister of State for Information, Technology and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabianga-Baluku, has pledged government support and funding for projects aimed at enhancing the value of banana production. Speaking at the launch of the Banatex EA project, Kabianga emphasized the importance of innovation in transforming agricultural waste into valuable products. Take a look.
Banatex East Africa project seeks to address the growing global demand for fiber by producing high-quality sustainable fiber from banana residues. This initiative is expected to bridge the gap between fiber demand and supply, offering a sustainable alternative while creating economic opportunities for banana farmers. The project team lead, Dr. Edwin Kamara, highlighted that this initiative aligns with the government's broader strategy to boost agro-industrialization and innovation with a focus on sustainability.
It's a project funded by the UK government to a tune of £600,000 Within this project, we're aiming at transforming waste banana stems into fiber that can be used to make textiles like shirts, stockings, jeans, and other products.
The Minister of State for Information Technology and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga Baluko, assured stakeholders that the government would provide the necessary support.
The government is committed on developing the banana as one of a major cash crop in this country, and that government is ready to support all these initiatives to turn around the banana and not to look at it as food, but to really look at it as a cash crop that can bring in a lot of money.
Kabyanga also discouraged the cultivation of coffee on a small scale, stating that its long harvesting time often leads to food shortages in communities.
And you know, it takes 6 months to grow and harvest. And a kilo of cotton last season, I think, it went up to around 2,000 shillings per kilogram. It implies per acre, the farmer was getting 800,000. And this is a farmer who has hired, who has rented land at 200,000. So just as the president has said, let us give cotton to extensive farmers. Those ones who have a lot of land, 100 acres and above. But these smallholders, I'm decampaigning that cotton, and I will continue decampaigning it.
The Banatex East Africa project is viewed as a pioneering effort in East Africa, with the potential to revolutionize the textile industry and contribute to Uganda's economic growth through environmentally friendly practices.
But if we are lucky, by the end of this project fund, if we are lucky and we have an investor or we have extra funds from government, then this project should go to another stage which we call spinning, where we can produce the yarns or threads ourselves and be able to do weaving, do knitting, and produce fabrics which we can sell locally or even in international markets.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
The Commissioner of the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, Helen Seku, has called upon the youth to embrace the fight against HIV and AIDS, saying that it is alarming that in some districts of Uganda, HIV cases continue to increase. This was during the pass out of more than 2,000 students from 8 schools into Patriotism class in Mwende district. We have a detailed report on this story.
Over 2,000 students from 8 schools have completed a patriotism session in Mwende district. The pass-out ceremony was held at Kasenyi Playground, where leaders in Mwende highlighted several challenges that hinder them from performing beyond expectations while training learners.
Transport. Kindly let the Secretariat put some transport for the patriotism arrangement in Mwende district.
Madam Commissioner, our Chief Guest, there are always challenges during such trainings, but as a regional coordinator, I've always told people that that's the reason I existed. We were challenged by limited resources, but I have already said I sorted it out. We were also challenged with logistics, especially the transportation of Butogo people, Butogo students which are from 30 kilometers from here, but I gave them my bus and fuel, Madam Commissioner.
Kabagambe Maurice, who represent the Patriots, thanked the government of Uganda for introducing patriotism programs in schools, saying they have learned a lot during the training.
We young patriots lacked more information about HIV/AIDS in regards to how it is spread and prevented. For those who already had it, she brought out new ways of how to prevent.
Mwende woman MP Hope Grania Nakaziwe welcomed the idea of patriotism in schools and encouraged other schools to embrace the initiative.
This is a very good idea for us if we want to create a country that is full of people that love the country and do due diligence for the country to move forward. We have always faced a challenge as Uganda, as a country. We have civil servants who at times are not patriots. And so they do whatever they do just for the sake of doing it or for a job. But if we have such output, I think tomorrow's Uganda will be a better Uganda for us to live in.
The Commissioner of the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, Helen Seku, shared the numerous benefits for those engaged in the training and encouraged Ugandans to be patriotic in order to build a better Uganda.
This training goes countrywide and we go zone by zone. So today we are in this zone training about 8 schools and a population of 2,101 participants who are present today. I would encourage every Ugandan, those in school and out of school. Our mandate is now very wide for school-going people and also informal sector. I would encourage everyone to embrace patriotism because it's a mandate and a constitutional calling for every Ugandan to undergo this patriotism so that we can love our country, cherish our country, be hardworking.
She also emphasized avoiding actions that can lead to contradicting HIV or AIDS, saying it is alarming that in some parts of the country, HIV cases are on the rise.
Yellow, this is MTN. We are currently in Nakaloke, Mbale District, Bilari, Nursery and Primary School. We are here to award a winner, and our winner happens to be Mubaraka Hadija.
Naine mukwano gwange ne mugamba konti aba MTN bankubidde esimu ne bangamba nsasudde school fees era ndi muwanguzi. Nadamu nangamba nti aba bafere. Nze ne mugamba nti naye wabanga bafere bangambe bagenda kujja school fees wange bamuleete. Kandi ndo olunaku olwo banaaba baleeta school fees awo ndyoke nzikize nti si bafere. Abazadde abali eyo mbagamba beeyongere okukozesa MTN Momo okusasula school fees w'abaana baabwe bajja kuba bawanguzi nga nange weempangudde olunaku lwa leero.
Abantu bawangula *165*80# osasule school fees. Kozesa ne Momo app osasule school fees.
Together, we're unstoppable.
Hey kids, we're going to count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enjoy 5 ways to love your baby, smoothen and protect your baby's skin with 5 new gentle formulations. Original to nurture your baby, aloe vera to protect your chibubu skin. Cocoa butter to comfort your pinku. Mild scent to soothe your little one, and avocado to soften your bunju skin. Available in all supermarkets, retail shops, and cosmetics shops near you. Move it, baby jelly. All day confidence.
To help businesses recover from the impact of COVID-19, government introduced a tax amnesty through a waiver of interest and penalty on outstanding principal tax as at June 30th, 2023. Accordingly, URA has since July 2024 been implementing this waiver. To benefit, simply pay your outstanding principal tax by December 31st, 2024, and the waiver is applied automatically upon payment confirmation. This amnesty applies to domestic taxes, namely income tax, rental tax, payee, and others. Grab this golden opportunity today. For more, use the platforms displayed.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
To prepare, just 3 minutes and they're ready. You can have them anywhere.
Indomie instant noodles is available in 3 flavors of chicken, beef, and vegetable. Buy your Indomie instant noodles in supermarkets and dukas near you anywhere across Uganda. Indomie instant noodles, Uganda's best loved noodles.
It's true what people say, that when I wash and you wash your hands with soap, we'll have less infections as Ugandans. After all, it's hands that handle money. It's hands that feed us. Hands that prepare soil for farming. Hands that we use to learn. And hands that we use for fun.
When I wash and you wash, it means clean hands for all. So, wash your hands with soap and clean water regularly to keep away infections and disease-causing germs. This message is from the National Hand Washing Secretariat with support from UNICEF.
The Ministry of Health informs the general public that there are some cases of Mpox detected in Uganda. The ministry, working with partners and affected district local governments, are doing their best to contain the situation. The signs and symptoms of Mpox are body rash, fever, general body weakness, headache, sore throat, nasal congestion or cough, and swollen lymph nodes. You can prevent yourself from getting infected with Mpox by avoiding close contact with people who have been confirmed to have Mpox or who have signs and symptoms of Mpox. Avoiding touching or sharing personal items like beddings, eating utensils, phones, or other belongings of a person who has the signs and symptoms of Mpox. Avoiding contact, including eating, with all wild animals, alive or dead, especially those known to carry the virus, such as rodents and monkeys, and those that appear sick or have been found dead. Getting vaccinated if you're among those who have been identified to be at high risk of Mpox infection. Mpox is treatable and usually goes away after 2 to 4 weeks. However, it can be severe, causing even death, especially among children, pregnant women, and those with other health conditions. For more information and support, contact your nearest health worker. Call the Ministry of Health's toll-free line on 0800 100 066 or send a free SMS to your report on 8500.
Uganda Manufacturers Association celebrates 30 years of industrial excellence. Come and be part of the 30th UMA International Trade Fair at Lugogo from the 2nd to the 10th of October. We celebrate 30 years of industrial excellence with an education pavilion, an agricultural pavilion, and a job skills development pavilion for job seekers. There will be lots of fun, entertainment, and business opportunities. Come and be part of this great journey and milestones. Entrance fee is only 10,000 shillings. If you want an exhibition stall, call +256 0703 552 444 or visit the UMA website, powered by Total Energies, Hisense, Smart Tech, and Stanbic Bank.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our business stories, writing a business plan is a crucial first step in starting a business, and engaging in agriculture as a business is vital for the economic revival of rural communities. Against this backdrop, Chifutuko Emmanuel, a resident of Buchaye village in Iganga, established a 2-acre farm based on his business plan. His firm attracts farmers from Uganda and beyond, eager to learn how to implement agronomic practices that boost income.
From his job, Kifutuko Emmanuel decided to engage in agriculture as a business. He began by writing a business plan which he follows.
When you have a plan, you actually plan for where resources are going to come from. For example, the land, the money, the labor, the expertise.
He started his farm in 2021.
The January 18th riot, which was in Iluka, people were rioting. I was making planting holes of the coffee.
To earn more from 2 acres, Chifutuko opted to add value to all the farm produce.
I vowed not to sell coffee as coffee, but I will sell it as value-added coffee. And indeed, I have not diverted from my work plan that I made too. When I add value to coffee, I get much more profits than when I'm selling cherry.
4 years since it was established, the farm produces 800 kilograms of coffee every year. They sell each kilogram of coffee at 40,000 shillings after adding value. The farm also produces chili, from which he earns 10 million shillings every year.
In my first plan, I mapped out stakeholders as the most important stakeholder in my business was the government.
This has helped him to improve yields on the farm.
This coffee was got from UCDA under the government program. together with an irrigation system, which was also given to me by your gift program to help us be resilient on the climate change that is the order of the day.
He also earns from agro-tourism.
We have come all the way from Soroti to learn, and then what we see from here we are going to replicate. We are going to pass it on to our farmers. That is why we are here for this learning visit.
Chief Utukwa does not work alone, but also interested his neighbors to join agriculture.
We first look for social security. If we are doing a project alone, then these other farmers, these other people whom you are living will become a threat to you.
To expand his market, he purchased land in a busy center where he has established an outlet.
So this is the marketing center as well as a processing center. We are also venturing into coffee consumption through promoting local coffee consumption. This is a double group machine.
Chief Utukwa advises those in employment to plan for their future.
The day you get a job is the first day you start to plan for your exit. Because just time will come either by circumstance or by time that you will leave that office. But if you leave that office, where else are you going?
If you intend to join commercial agriculture, you can borrow a leaf from Chief Utukwa Emmanuel's experience to earn more from a small piece of land. Priscilla Namara reporting.
Namunkekera Agro-Processing Industries Limited, NAPIL, presents the Namunkekera Liaoshen Industrial Park Trade Show and Bazaar under the theme Celebrating Local and Foreign Investment on Friday 27th to Saturday 28th September 2024 at Kapeka Industrial Park starting at 9 a.m. Entrance is free. Are you a business person, school, or consumer of authentic Ugandan products? Don't miss this chance for incredible discounts on premium items like ceramic tiles, electricals, garments, shoes, bags, TVs, agricultural tools, dried mangoes, and pineapples. Guests of honor are Minister for Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, and the Chief Coordinator Operation Wealth Creation, General Salim Saleh. Come and enjoy Uganda's top artists. Would you like to exhibit? Call 0783-293-348 or 0757-896-914. Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
The East Africa UK Tourism and Culture Expo 2024 is here, happening on 8th and 9th of November 2024 under the theme Enhancing Tourism as Engine for Social and Economic Transformation on the sidelines of WTM London at the Rembrandt Hotel, 11th Thalo, PI South Kensington, London, SW7 2RS, United Kingdom. For tickets, exhibitors will pay £1,000 and participants will pay £300. For more information, call +256 787 096 100 or +254 795 806 969. Visit www.eaukTourismExpo.com to register.
Welcome back to the last segment of UBC News Tonight. They started off at 8 p.m. and it's about 5 minutes to 9 p.m. Leader Best Club Blacks Power has scooped a hefty sponsorship from Mount Meru Millers. The exciting partnership was unveiled in Leader City, and the initiative is aimed at promoting sports and talent development as well as oil seeds production in the region.
In a groundbreaking move set to elevate local football to new heights, Blacks Power FC has secured a monumental sponsorship deal worth 276 million shillings for the upcoming year. The sponsorship was unveiled today with the key representatives from both Blacks Powers FC and the sponsoring company Mount Meru Millers, marking the largest financial agreement in the club's history. The club's chairperson said lack of resources had made progress in football difficult.
And I've been having challenges in terms of transport, as we are all aware that big league is a countrywide league, and it has not been easy for us to pay them salary. Now that Meru has come on board, has timely rescued the situation in Blacks Power.
Northern region is well known for the love of football, and the partnership will promote the production of grains in the region.
This will help other youth who are possibly idle, who are possibly taking sports as something that is not serious, to take it seriously. This should be also our ambassadors, because as an organization, we have this factory built here, but we still lack grain enough to make us work at full capacity, because what we are able to get can make us only operate about 5 months in a whole year.
The sponsorship will see Mount Meru's logo prominently displayed on the team's jersey, training kits and around the stadium. Players' welfare will also be taken care of using this fund.
A perfect recruitment has been done, starting with what I call the technical part, and technically we've recruited in all areas, starting with the coaches, then some new players. We have valuable additional players that we have brought on board. The team boasts of a very good addition this time. So technically we believe we are strong and we are good to go.
Blacks Power finished in the 8th position in the big league. The deal is expected to have a significant impact on the club's performance in the upcoming season, with the hopes of climbing the league's table and competing for top honors. Eddie Ulwa, UBC News.
And that's all we had for you in this hour. Do join me again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Mugalu Mohammed on Sign Language. Stay tuned for more programming coming your way, including the Business Roundup.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. The East Africa UK Tourism and Culture Expo 2024 is here, happening on 8th and 9th of November 2024 under the theme Enhancing Tourism as Engine for Social and Economic Transformation on the sidelines of WTM London at the Rembrandt Hotel, 11th Thalo, PI South Kensington, London, SW7 2RS, United Kingdom. The guest of honor will be the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga. For tickets, exhibitors will pay £1,000 and participants will pay £300. For more information, call +256 787 096 100 or +254 795 806 969. Visit www.eauktourismexpo.com to register.
Namunkekera Agro-Processing Industries Limited, NAPIL, presents the Namunkekera Liaoshen Industrial Park Trade Show and Bazaar under the theme Celebrating Local and Foreign Investment on Friday 27th to Saturday 28th September 2024 at Kapeka Industrial Park starting at 9 a.m. Entrance is free. Are you a business person, school, or consumer of authentic Ugandan products? Don't miss this chance for incredible discounts on premium items like ceramic tiles, electricals, garments, shoes, bags, TVs, agricultural tools, dried mangoes, and pineapples. Guests of honor are Minister for Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, and the Chief Coordinator Operation Wealth Creation, General Salim Saleh. Come and enjoy Uganda's top artists. Would you like to exhibit? Call 0783 293 348 or 0757 896 914. Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
Nyati Motion Pictures brings you Tuko Pamoja, Peoples of Eastern Uganda segment. How have they negotiated the colonial border that